And my name is Josue. If you don't know who I am, I'm an instructor here at Langara. This is my co-instructor, Benazir. We both taught this class. And we're very proud tonight to, show you what all these students have done. And it's amazing because in basically 12 weeks, they did almost the impossible. And I remember when Benazir and I started checking out what projects they were going to do, we thought to ourselves, this is going to be difficult. And yet the students here came through, so I'm very proud of them, or we're very proud of them. And the last thing I'm going to say is, because I'm going to let Benazir take over, this is a personal thing, and I hope I don't cry. I want to dedicate this evening to Kevin McMillan. He is retiring, basically, and this is his last dance right here. And that guy is, to me, the teacher that I wanted to be, guys. So thank you. All right.
Somebody get him a guitar.
Thank you so much, Josue. Good evening, everyone. My name is Benazir. I'm an instructor at Langara College. And as you enjoy the showcase, I'll introduce you to web and mobile design and development. This is a short and brief overview for what we have planned for tonight. Hope you guys will enjoy the showcases. To begin, I would like to acknowledge that Langara College, where our beautiful campus is located on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of Coast Salish peoples and Tsleil-Waututh and Musqueam nations. Web and Mobile Design and Development is a 2-year post-degree diploma which focuses on the web and mobile design and development. Tonight, I would like to introduce some of our leaders. We have David Wright as our Dean, we have Spencer Dane as our Division Chair, and we have Jason Madar as our Coordinator. We are so lucky that some of our faculty's members are here with us tonight. Thank you, faculty. You have done an amazing job during different semesters, because this program wouldn't be possible without their dedication and support. I would like to ask everyone to give a huge shout out to our faculty member. Thank you so much. At this point, I would like to ask Jason Madar to come to the stage and talk a bit about web and mobile design and development. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Very happy to see all of you here. Pretty excited to see what you guys have done, actually. Yeah, sure, I'm the coordinator, but Jessica is actually doing most of the work. Yeah, so she's the other coordinator. That's 2 of us. But coordinator just means that we want to make sure that things get done. But the actual teaching is, of course, the entire teaching team. So they're the ones that's delivering the material. Now, I'm actually extremely proud that I'm part of the teaching team too. And this term, I pushed these guys hard. For those of you guys who are presenting tonight, I'm very excited to see what happens, because technology changes at an extremely fast pace, right? I guess we all know. So essentially, the last year or so, we've been focusing a lot on AI development, and I think that we're going to see a lot of interesting AI applications in our project tonight. So congratulations to you all. I've seen bits and pieces, so it's not like as if I am coming here without preparation. But yeah, and we're also being graded. Also grading you. Yeah, so no pressure. But yeah, absolutely. And because of this, the extremely successful web and mobile program. So we're very excited that we're also working on, web and mobile, if you don't know, is a post-degree diploma. So only people that have degrees can enter the program. And we're very excited that we're going to have something that's coming up that does not require a diploma or does not require a degree, right? So it's going to be a 2-year diploma program that's coming up, and we're going to talk a lot more about it, and follow us on our social media and everything, because there's a lot of exciting things coming our way. Just like all the new tech, we're gonna be preparing you guys, or the next generation of you, to be even more productive and even build even more exciting applications. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Jason. You always mention something very good at the end. We will have announced another program, right? So at this point, I would like to thank UBC Robson Square for making this possible, that our students can showcase their projects here in downtown in front of industry professionals and community. And this is a question: what is Capstone? For who is here and is new for you guys, Capstone is a project in the final term of our students. In fact, this is the third time they have gone through a major project. In the first project, they just built a website, designers and developers get together, and they just did what similar to industry. And in the second term, they will do it again, but with new limitation. They have to use different database, and also they have to use frameworks like React. But in the Capstone, which is the final, they take it to the next level by shifting the focus to the mobile. And they all do this only in 13 weeks. Can you believe that? 13 weeks. I know, 13 weeks is a very short amount of time, but still our students can make it. And now this time, I want to ask our students, was it easy to do all in 13 weeks? No! This is happening. This is all the time happening, of course. We really appreciate their hard work. And there's another thing that I would like to mention, that much of this work is done remotely, meaning that our students just get together once a week, and the rest of the work they have to go through different meetings with each other, and then at that time they have to manage complexity, they have to overcome the communication barriers and many other things that comes up. Conflict in their code, conflict in their communication, right? Students know what I'm talking about. All right. And till the end, they will make a very nice application. I'm sure you will enjoy this evening with their application. And of course, once they come to design and development part, they will use the latest development practices for design and development books. And I know we are waiting all for the presentations. Tonight, we will have 4 projects. We will have the first project, Reano. You can scan the QR code for each app and get a bit familiar with what they want to do. There is a section at the end of each landing page that shows the team members. You can scan it right now, but I will make this slide available at the end as well. And for you, you may not know, tonight we have our wonderful panelists. Panelists are here to give us some constructive feedback for each project. Now, I let them come to stage and introduce themselves. We will start from Chaya, maybe?
Hi everyone, my name is Taya. I'm a product designer. I currently work in an AI startup in travel planning and booking. I started my career off just like you guys. I did a 10-week boot camp to start off my UX career. And then I have a history in freelance web design and development through Webflow. And I've been a product designer for the past 3 years, working in a few different startups, all kind of related to AI, different industries. But yeah, this is my 3rd year here. And this is my 2nd time being a panelist at the showcase. So I'm really excited to see all the projects that you guys came up with. And I was really impressed last time, so I'm excited for all the presentations tonight. Thanks for having me.
Hi, I was not expecting to have to do this. My name is Maureen Deary. I've been a brand and communications designer for about 15 years. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you've done tonight.
Thank you. Our last panelist, unfortunately, he got food poisoning. She's not here with us, but we have a wonderful faculty here who will take over. We have Reza Etemadi. You all know him, so. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. As we're going to start the presentations, I would ask everyone to please put your mobile phone on silent during the presentation. Thank you. I will give 2 minutes only. Tonight we will also have a short video of the promotions for each application. So videos are fun, as always we know. Let's watch together.
Navigate the world, not with your eyes, but with your ears. Guardian helps you find items and describe your surrounding. Hi Guardian, describe my surroundings.
You are in a study room. There's a large bookshelf at the end and a desk with a chair in front of you.
Guardian is designed for visually impaired.
Creating content is harder than it looks. No direction, no confidence. You don't need to worry about it. Meet Aura. Start creating with confidence. Get idea suggestion based on your location, interest with our AI assistant. Practice with AI coach Ari, and build your confidence. Upload your video and polish it with one tap. You can edit your content easily. Check your growth all the time and unlock badges. Your perfect assistant, Aura.
It matters the most when you don't have the proper app to care your plants. Do you really want to care? Semina is here. I'm proposing for key face to enhancing the system. First, AR mapping for real-time and interactive navigation. Second, the sensor-based IoT integration to collect and use live data. Third, the smart insights to turn data into useful alerts and decisions. And we also have the logbook to automatically track and store activities.
Now I would like to ask Team Reano to come to stage.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kanta. He wants to redesign his room with new furniture and decor. He is excited, saving, pinning, scrolling through photos endlessly. And then this happens. Photos everywhere, and he has tons of inspirations, but no idea how any of it fits in his room. Even no idea how he can express the style to such furniture. And then it leaves wrong purchase that cost real money and time. Sounds familiar?
Yes.
Thank you. Reano clear all of them with smart style board, room visualizer, and wall and floor image recalling. Let's see it in action.
Hi, this is real counter. It's not fake. This counter is here. Hi, Anne.
Hey, Kanda. How are you?
Good. So I heard you guys developed the application to help me design my room.
Yes, that's true. It's called Reano. I have the app right there. Do you want to go and check?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Let's go. So give it a second. So the first time you launch the application, let's take it some time. There will be a quick overview of what you can do with the application. So we have style board, we have recommended furniture, we have ability to view that in AR, as well as visualization of your room with new colors. Let's get started. So why don't you sign up?
Okay, let's sign up my information and let's sign up.
Perfect. Now we're here at Reano's homepage, and the first thing that we need to do is to select a room. Let's try a living room.
I have some inspiration from Instagram, but I don't know what style it is.
Don't worry, style board is for furniture recommendation. In here, you see under Explore Styles that we have a list of preset styles for people who don't have style ideas or inspirations. But for you, since you have inspiration from Instagram, what you can do is go to My Boards and create your own style board from scratch. So say, for example, you just have your inspiration photos here. We have tooltips for you to guide you how to use the editor. And then what you can do here is you can move things around, you can edit the text, and then you can also change the colors. If you use your own photos, these colors will be extracted, and then you have an option here to add more photos or change the text. And then you can also regenerate the board and refine it as much as you can. So this is how easy it is to create your style board.
So easy. So what's the next?
Next is we find a space so that we can view the furniture using AR. So this is the editor again. So the app is using AI to extract information from here, and it uses that information to use it for your recommended furnitures. And there are tooltips how to use this application, use the editor, and now we're just about to see the furniture using AR. So the first thing you notice is that we have guides, because we need to scan the room. Sorry. And then the next thing we need to do is to select the furniture. Are you ready?
Yes, but I'm not good at design. I don't know how to search. So I'm tired of browsing many stores.
Don't worry, that's the purpose of the style board we created. Reano gives you a list of recommended furniture that matches the style we created. So let's check the details of this lounge chair. In here, you can view the photos, you can switch the color. And then further, we have other information. Let's try it. So there's the chair. And then you can switch the color. There. So yeah. Then you can move it around on the chair. And then what's unique with their application is that you can also add more furniture there so that you can see if they look good together. So let's try the table. There. And of course, you can remove it if you don't like it. What do you think?
Yeah, so great. So I want to buy it later.
Sure, you can just tap on the furniture and use this button here to add it to your wish list. And then you can also take a screenshot to show it to your roommates, for example. But probably let's find a better space. Excuse me, guys. There.
Oh, there you go.
Then we can take the screenshot from here. And then you can save it to your gallery and share it later. And I want to show you this for color your room. Just in case later you want to change your floor colors or wall colors. This one is trying to detect the surfaces. We're using a model in Replicate, if you don't know that. So now you can select the floor and the wall. Let's try the wall. And you have tips for you how to use it. And then there are also color suggestions here, just in case you don't know what color, you don't have ideas. And then remember that style board we created? You can access that there, and it's automatically applied.
Can we save this photo?
Of course. You can use this bookmark button here. And then you can save as many as you want. Also, I want to show you this polish button. Let's do that. We have two ways on how to recolor the image of your room. One is instant, the one we just did. It's for you so that you can easily try out colors. And this one is trying to polish that image so that it gives a more photorealistic look. Because sometimes the photo you have might have bad lighting and the surfaces are not well detected. So you can see. There. And these are all saved in your gallery. I'll show you. From navigation, there's a gallery. And there's the scene that we just did. So you can continue from here and the chair should still be there. And these are your colored images. That's the one we polished.
Nice. So I really like this color. I don't know how to buy.
Oh, you want to buy the paint. So you can use this paint code here and paint name. You can tap this and then it redirects you to that Sherwin-Williams is a paint brand. So just show this to the store and they know what to give you.
So easy. So how about the item added to the wish list?
Okay, let's go back to the app. In the navigation, go to the wish list. Once you're ready to buy, just tap this retailer link. And then there. All you need to do now is start shopping. So, what do you think about Reano?
Kanta is so excited. Yes. So this is the end of our demo. I'm Kanta, full stack developer.
I'm Anne, full stack developer. And now let's hear from the designer.
So now that we've seen Reano in action, I want to take you behind our design decisions. Hi, I'm John, co-design lead for Reano. So before we designed anything, we wanted to understand our target market. So through surveys and interviews, one thing kept popping up. People know what they love, they just don't know how to get there. Also, through competitor analysis, we found out that there is no existing tool that offered the feature-like style board that could help users define their visual direction. So that became our foundation. From there, we built personas and user flows, wireframes, prototypes, and a full UI kit. And because we had to test with user testings, there were unfamiliar interactions, particularly in the style board area that was not familiar to our users. We had to test it through user testing. And then we found out that it was a bit interesting, so we had to build guidance from start. That insight carried beyond UX. It shaped the brand itself. We built a brand that could guide without overwhelming. So our brand is guided with 3 principles: tasteful, intentional, and supportive. The logo is quite nod to interiors. It hints at a chair without being too literal. And then the neutrals do the heavy lifting with terracotta, bringing warmth and highlighting key moments. For our typography, we made sure that it's highly readable, so it's not drawing attention too much. And then our icons and our gesture hints are subtle but purposeful. To bring that consistency to the product, we developed a UI kit that carried the brand across all interaction. Every component, state, label, from buttons to typography, carries the same system, so the experience feels cohesive no matter where the users are in the app. And this is where it all comes together. The app is photo heavy by nature, so we kept the UI minimal because the start of the show is the user's space and vision. So every mockup here is a product of one connected process: research, brand, and design. Each decision informed by the last. Now let's break down our technical approach with Keita.
Hello, my name is Keita. I'm a full stack developer and tech lead of our team. So how do we bring Reano from concept to reality in just 13 weeks? First, our designer utilized industry-grade creative workflow using Adobe, Figma, and Maze. We kept our team aligned using ClickUp as an agile project management tool. On the technical side, we wanted to deliver our application to the widest user base possible. So that's why we developed our application on both iOS and Android. And Expo and Vero allow us to streamline our cross-platform mobile development process. Our app has several AI-based features, and we use OpenAI APIs for image analysis, image generation, and vector embeddings for furniture recommendations. We also use Replicate to run a computer vision model that detects walls and floors. Finally, we automate a deployment process to Amazon EC2 using GitHub Actions. Now we would like to explain our competitive analysis and business model.
Here is our competitors. Most AR home design tools hand users a catalog and they stop there. Without any design expertise, choosing colors, styles, and the combination that works together actually remains as hard as before. Remains just as hard as before. Reano is the only application anyone can pick up and use end-to-end, from inspiration to AR visualization and to purchase. This is a quick overview of our business model and future features. Reano is free to start, and pro subscription plans unlock advanced features. Also, we will earn affiliate commissions from furniture brand partners. To see more detail, please scan this QR code for our full service proposal. Behind Reano is a cross-functional team of 4 developers and 7 designers, spanning full-stack engineering, UI/UX design, and brand development. Behind we close, I want to thank the team here for their incredible dedication over these 13 weeks. I'm Kana, co-project manager and full-stack developer. It was an honor to work with this team. We are ready and actively seeking opportunities. We would like to connect. Once again, this is Reano, from inspiration to execution. Thank you very much.
Taya's the vet, so.
Yeah, great job, everyone. Really enjoyed your presentation, from your website to your video, the demo. Thought it was really, really good. It's definitely an app that I would use at home, so I'm gonna go download it later. A couple of questions for the team in general. I'm interested in the AR functionality of it. I was curious, are you using a library for the 3D models in AR, or are you generating those using AI? And what happens if there are similar products? Would they link to the same thing or link to different things? Just kind of the furniture in general.
Well, furniture, the AR itself is using, to display the AR itself to the app, we are using a library called Vero, which is a cross-platform AR library. And for the furniture model itself, we use a pretty creative model, so it's not like an AI-generated ones. And for similar style models, we can switch between colors like we did.
Another question for the design team. I'm interested to hear about your user testing. You said that in the beginning when you first user tested, some users were a bit confused by interactions that led to requiring more onboarding. I'd love to hear about what that process is like.
Hi, I'm Muna.
At the beginning, we didn't actually add tooltips or labels in our icons at all. So once we did the user testing, it was also black and white. There was no color either. So from that, we saw in the recording on Maze that they were click on everything, even tried to go back. So from there, we realized, okay, I think we need to be a little bit more clear, because I think just with AR style board and feature coloring, it's not a common mental model that a lot of users don't know. So that's why it was added onboarding in the beginning. Yeah.
Nice, great. I said the only comment that I have was curious about like your accessibility with your colors, just because I know from experience that having that orange color as your primary brand color and then trying to fit like white text on top of it, or having the text as orange itself is a struggle with fine-tuning that the WCAG accessibility standards. That was my only note for that, but apart from that, I was really impressed with your guys' app, and I thought the onboarding feature was really impressive. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I really liked it, except for the initial hiccup. Everything was very smooth, very good. I really like the navigation you guys had, easily. Also going from the view to the site, for example, purchase a paint. That's for the furniture. That's very good. Smooth integration. Also, I was wondering what's the name of their, is it what's the name? The name of the app.
Oh, Reano. Oh yeah, for the background of why we named it Reano. It's like sort of a play around Renew, because it was a reimagining your space. Renovation also was a lot of background about it.
Cool.
Not after Rihanna.
Alright. So yeah, this is basically very, very good enough PR, by the way. That's very nice. And you also had a very good tech stack used for your presentation. And yeah, overall it's very good. The only thing I want to suggest is that let people try your app before trying to register. I think I noticed the very first thing you guys asking them to register before they even know what the app looks like. That's probably not a good idea. I know that you guys don't have a custom board to be able to save those things, but those can be done as well later. Thank you.
Yeah, just to echo what my co-panelists said, a really wonderful job here. I just had a couple questions. They were mostly around who your original users were. So who were those target personas that you came up with that would be using this app?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question again?
Yeah, so I guess my question was, like, who is this really for? Like, I get that it's, like, who are your users? Where is the gain coming from?
So when we did our research, we targeted millennials and Gen Z, because we found out that because a lot of them rent their own spaces, they even move from house to house, they come to find that when they create their spaces, they told us they collect inspiration everywhere, Instagram, Pinterest, even TikTok, some YouTube. So they find that they know what they like, they just don't know how to articulate that because they're not interior designers. So a lot of our users, we try to target, at first we were like, just find anyone, but I think we really narrowed it down to people who want to decorate their space, they just don't have the knowledge to do that. And they tend to be millennials and Gen Z, so that we can also target users who have a bit more knowledge with technologies like AR and image coloring and mood boards. Yeah.
My next question was about privacy and compliance. Have you given any thought to that and that concern from your audience? With the use of like image scanning and space scanning, like has that come up in your planning process? It doesn't have to have come up. The answer is no, you can say no.
Actually, of course, we consider that we use like the WP to in authentication, and also we use like what to say signed image to fetch the image data from the storage. It means like if they don't have any authenticated account, they cannot see the images from the database. Also, we don't like upload their their personal information into the AI APIs. So we consider that kind of part.
Amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Reano team. Now we would like to ask Aura. Yes, please come to stage.
Last turn. Four terms, but it seemed like it was a very short time. Well, good evening to everyone. My name is Kentaro Murata. I'm UX researcher and designer in Aura. Imagine you have a passion. Could be cooking, could be gaming, could be hiking, or for example, Paul's wife baking some cookies, right? Those are really good. Maybe he can give us some business cards later. But then when you want to create content or you want to make some videos, you get frozen. You don't know what to say. Even you don't know if your idea is good enough. And when you turn on your camera, everything falls apart. Meet Bigna. As many other persons, she wants to be part of, she wants to be a content creator in an increasing market nowadays. Well, this is a general statistics, but in Canada, there's around 2.4 million of content creators right now. And when Bigna is very passionate about dumplings, you're gonna see that later. But when she wants to share her experience and her knowledge about it, she doesn't know what video to make next. And when she's recording herself, there's no one to tell her if she's doing right. And even if the content of the video is good, she doesn't know how to make the video look better. That's where Aura comes in. Aura provides a solution where Aura provides the user a customized idea suggestion, also gives a safe space where they can practice and improve their personal skills. They can auto-adjust the quality of their video, and they will see the progress and growth over the time in the same application. Compared to other solutions in the market, Aura focuses not only on the process after posting, but also before. So we give the user content idea suggestion based on their own interests and their current location. It is not about only on trends, so they can feel comfortable with the idea that they are delivering. Also, Aura measures the user by their personal skills. It is not about metrics, just like likes, shares, views, that they may not know how to interpret those numbers. And they can edit the video in the same environment. Now, let's see how does Aura work in our demo.
Hi, Jonah. I want to become a content creator, but I don't know how and where to start. I'm so frustrated.
Don't worry, Vinda. I've been using this app called Aura, and it actually helps me a lot to improve my confidence. Yeah, I've been using this app, and this app is really helping me a lot to improve my confidence. When I first started, the hardest part was not knowing what to post. What helped me a lot was this idea suggestion section. This app suggests ideas based on your location and even interest.
Okay, that's interesting. Can I check one of the ideas?
Sure. Based on interest you chose in onboarding card, you're going to see all the cards Here, I chose sports and cooking, so all the cards you guys are seeing right now are related to mine. Like this one, restaurant survivor. Guys, you can check the detail of this idea with white words. And if you want to make it more personalized, you can tap this button and refine it with AI assistant Ari. Let's just ask Ari to structure this idea from start to finish. Structure this idea from start to finish. Now we got the result. You can save it as a new idea. And if you go back to the initial page and save, you can see what you just saved. I always come back and see what I saved when I feel stuck.
Okay, cool. But what if I want to create my own ideas?
So you can simply tap create and type your idea here. I know you're so obsessed with dumplings, so let me just type dumpling here. Now Ari is generating some ideas for us. Now we have our own idea cards.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. But I have the idea, but I'm still afraid to record it.
That's where the AI coach comes in. I use this live practice mode a lot to overcome the fear. Nothing gets posted, just a private space to try things out. Why don't we just try it and see what's going to happen? Sure.
Hello, I've been today. I'm gonna cook crazy dumplings. But I'm so excited. That was horrible.
What do you mean? Actually, that was a really great first day. Now, we're going to get some feedback from our AI coach, Ari. The Ari is analyzing your video right now and breaks the feedback into 4 categories like speaking, presence, environment, and content. While we're waiting for feedback, I have something to tell you. Think of it as a safe rehearsal space. You're not going to be judged from this practice at all. No comparison to other creators. Oh, we just got the result from Ari. Oh, we did really excellent job with speaking, presence, and content. You're getting there in environment. But you know what? You don't really need to worry about the result right now. You can always come back and practice whenever you want. Now we've practiced, the next step is making your video sound and look better. Let's go to college and upload the video you like. I'm just going to use the video I took just right before this event, the Capstone. This video needs some help. Now we're uploading it. Okay. This video seems a bit blurry, so let me just go to visual and color correction and enhance the contrast till the max. You can edit this video manually like I did, or if you're not unsure what to do, then you can just tap the AI button to auto adjust the video. Now we're going to see the result fully soon. See the difference? Hello everyone.
Okay, it looks way clearer now. But due to the fan noise, I'm not able to listen. I'm not able to hear your voice clearly. Can we reduce the noise?
Sure. To do that, we should go to audio and noise reduction and apply noise reduction. Let's check if it's reduced. Hello everyone in Capstone.
Okay, the noise is gone.
Right? Quite cool. So Ari can even generate subtitles in different languages. So let me just set at the bottom and make it big and set language to Korean because we're Koreans. It's going to help making your contents more approachable and easier to follow, especially for viewers watching your content without sound. So, yeah, we have the subtitle. And there's also an option for AI voiceover in different languages. So I'll just set the same language, what we did for subtitle to match the language. So the AI voiceover will sync to your speech, so you don't need to create them manually. It's just a simple tap, and then you're going to make your contents reach to a wider audience.
스톤 프로젝트에서 저희 팀은 나라입니다. 안녕하세요 여러분. 캡스톤 프로젝트에서 저희 팀은 나라입니다.
Okay, cool. I love the output, but I didn't know it could be this simple. I always thought editing video is more complicated.
You're gonna use this feature a lot, like I guarantee it's so easy.
So I feel more confident about editing videos now, but I'm not sure if I'm getting better overall.
It's okay, I wondered the same thing when I started. That's why I kept coming back to this progress section. After having some practice, you are going to see the actual growth here. Across areas like speaking, presence, the overall delivery you saw in the feedback.
Okay, then what are those badges for?
These badges reflect how consistently you've been improving, practicing, so you can check your actual growth here. And based on that, you'll get the weekly tasks, and those tasks are designed to help you improve and grow yourself. And as you complete those tasks, you earn points, and those points contribute to your badge levels. Once you reach level 5, you unlock 5% discount on a premium subscription model, which is a really great opportunity. If you feel like unsure what to focus on next, the roadmap will show exactly what to work on. So you can see your actual growth and follow a clear path instead of just guessing.
Okay, cool. It'll be such a good, helpful ad to content creator like me. I'm not sure. It's not just helping to improve how I speak in front of the camera, but also how I edit and present my content overall, and I can see the growth over time, and while working towards something like viewers and discounts.
It's cool, right? So that was all about our demo. I'm Johanna Day, the UX UI designer, and this is Semina, our hosted developer of our app. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Errol. I'm a software developer here at Aura. So, this is a tech stack we have used for our application to make it smooth, fast, and efficient for our users. So, the workflow begins in our frontend, where we have applied all the design utilities that our designers have done in Figma and Adobe. One of the features where we have applied such design utilities is the voice and audio enhancement feature, where we upload a video file to our backend server via Node.js and Express.js. We use Supabase S3 bucket to store the video files, and we use MongoDB as our main database. On parallel, we use services, starting with Gemini AI. It is used for translations, subtitles, and voiceovers of our videos. But before continuing, I have to clarify that we use the best prompt engineering practices to lower the costs, to lower the token usage. So our app can be cost-free, to be less costly, and as well to lower the compute time for each request. Continuing with DeepGram. DeepGram is used for noise suppression, and FFmpeg is used for visual enhancement of our video. After all the improvements are done, the video will be sent back to our user in frontend so they can see all the improvements and later update the video according to their needs. We also use Slack and Jira for team management and better team alignment. Now we can continue with UI and branding.
Now I'll briefly introduce the design part of our app. When we design, we focused on our 3 key branding values. First, accessible. Second, motivating. Third, supportive. If you guys check the symbol, we use soft fluid A shape representing the first letter of our app name Ara. And for colors, we used purple, soft pink, and sky blue color to reflect the innovation and technology at the same time. And also we use 2 different types of typography to keep the interface clear and easy to read. For final UI design, we created our own avatar, Ari, and badges using our brand colors to make the user feel more approachable and comfortable about our app.
Okay, now talking about our business model. Okay. We are not trying to give a flat subscription pricing. We are giving the user discounts based on their own growth because we want to grow with our own users. And Aura is just started, so we are aiming to develop more features in the future, like social media platform integration, location explorer to change their current location and explore mode, advanced AI features, and a community where they can grow with each other. And finally, this is the team who made it possible. I invite them at the center. I have to mention that this is a team of designers who didn't just make it look good, they made it feel right. And then this is a group of developers as well, who they didn't just build features, they built a foundation. From architecture decisions to performance. That's how we created Aura. And if you're interested more about our project, you can scan our QR code and see more information in our landing page. Thank you.
Really great job. I think that most of my feedback is around the brand visuals. I'm sitting pretty far away and I might be a little outside your target audience, but you have some accessibility challenges with your secondary and your accent color. And I couldn't tell for sure, but watch your icon weights. The line weights of your icons seem to be kind of inconsistent, but that could be just looking at it on a screen. Otherwise, I think it's really great. I can definitely see why people would use this and how they would use it, and it making content creation so much easier. So thank you.
Really great job. I'm really impressed with you guys' design of the app. I felt like the UI was very polished, especially creating your own custom AI little guy. I thought it was really cool. Ari, yeah. Yeah, I was impressed with how polished the app was. I would say some feedback is similar to my co-panelists. Just watch your accessibility with those colors. I know those colors are hard, especially with white text. And I would say that you could probably inject a little bit more about what your app actually is trying to do in terms of the visuals. So if this is an app that's like training for people who are going to be posting on social media is very visual, right? There's a lot of, it's all videos and photos. And I would say that for someone who wants to learn to be a better influencer on social media, they might need more like examples of other videos that they can model after. Because I just noticed that the interface was a bit general, and I felt like it took me a little while, if I was just looking at the app with no explanation, to figure out like, okay, what does this app actually do? So I think injecting a little bit more visuals would be helpful there. But yeah, again, really impressed. I thought the UI design was really, really good. Great job.
Yeah, I agree. It was very polished and it was very nice presented. And the logo is very nice. Also, the avatar that you guys have for Ari is very futuristic and modern. And I like you guys to use badges to earn points, so encourage people to actually improve their own skills. I was wondering if you, when you were prompting, or when the user provided a prompt, do you actually put some instruction along the prompt before sending it to the LLM, or is it that you just send the prompt itself? Do you include some context or instruction with the message that you receive from the user, or just?
Yeah, so we configure that part, giving it a specific context and linking for the answer as well. As Earl mentioned, we are using the best AI engineering prompting practices to improve the performance and be efficient also with the tokenization.
Nice. And for the voiceover, you guys are using Gemini for the?
Yeah.
Oh. And I was wondering if the user wants to have multiple versions of the video with different languages, you guys just allow them to save different version of the app or a version of the video. But I mean, in practice, it might be more usable if someone who's watching the video to be able to switch to different languages. That's probably something in the future enhancement you can consider, rather than having every version as a separate file. Yeah, overall it's very good. Thank you.
As my second oldest son would say, it seems like you guys were aura farming. I think that's a good thing. I don't know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. We would like to ask Semina to come to stage and present your application, please.
I hope you guys are doing very well. So, I have a quick question for you guys. Does anyone here like plants?
Yes. Yeah.
And have you guys ever bought a plant with the expectation to grow it healthier? But what if I ask you, your expectation didn't went according to your plans, and you saw your plant slowly die? You are not alone. During the early researches of Semina, we found almost 67% of BC population is surviving with this problem. And the problems are, the current applications in the market doesn't have proper information in the applications, like the logbooks are manually, user need to put all the information like watering, fertilizer from their self. No information like personalization using AI. And even users doesn't have proper information like how to place plants in the perfect place. So after considering all of these issues, Semina is providing 5 MVP. First is manage plants. This is our common dashboard of all plants where user can see the plant's information and edit them. Second, we have health scan. It enables users to see the health diagnosis at the early stage using AI, and it tells users the care reminders instantly. Next, we have AI space mapping. It allows users to see the favorite plant at the place, in their home, office, etc. And they can see the plant model without buying them first. Next, we have logbook. This logbook is no more manual. It is suggested by AI. This logbook is enabled by AI that tells people how much water, how much fertilizer unit does your plant need. And you guys must be wondering what makes our Semina truly impressive. That is our IoT integration. We have built an IoT device for the soil moisture, sunlight, and the temperature that tells user exact information of the plant, how much sunlight and moisturizer do they need. If I talk about the competitors of the Semina, currently we have 3, Planta, Gardenware, and Picture This. While they are just focusing on providing plant identification and local, same logbooks in features like do it manually. And Semina is bridging this gap by providing AI personalization and IoT integration. Now you guys must be wondering how our application is working in real time. So without wasting more time, I would like to ask our presenters to showcase the demo.
Hi everyone, my name is Gurdeep Singh and I'm a full stack developer. For this demo, I'll be the narrator and Gaurav will be the user. I have a question for you guys. Does anybody know what plant this is? No? Any guesses? No guesses? Honestly, I have no clue either. When it comes to plant care, most of us are just guessing. So instead of guessing, let's ask Semina. Before we get to the interesting part, we need to answer a few questions so Semina can personalize your experience. Since I live in an apartment, I'll select that. I currently have this one plant. I need help growing a plant, identifying a plant, and plant care reminders. When it comes to plants, I am a hopeless, so I'll select that. Now let's explore the app. So this is the home page. On the top, we have a search bar that you can use to look up any plants. Then we have some personalized plant care AI tips. Then we have the My Plants section. Since we are a new user, we don't have any plants yet, but don't worry, we'll get to it. And at the bottom, we see some trending plants based on our location. Now let's see what plant this is. So I'll click the scanner button in the center, and we'll click a picture of this plant. Give it a few seconds. So we're making an API request to OpenAI's vision model to analyze what plant this is, and waiting for the result. Now we know exactly what this plant is. Not only that, we know how healthy it is, and some useful information, such as how much water, fertilizer, and sunlight it needs. Now let's add this to our plants. I'll simply click on the Add to My Plants button. We'll enter some information such as growth stage, plant size, preferred location, how much sunlight we get, and climate. Okay, let's go back to the home page. So you can see our plant has been added. Now if I click on the plant, I can see some more information such as its current health status, today's tasks if I have any, some AI tips based on this plant, and if I click on the View Full Care button, I can see the entire care plan so I can better take care of my plant. Now you must be wondering what this live sensor ratings is. So Semina Smart Pro plan comes with a smart sensor that you can connect to any plant and get real-time data. Okay, so this here is a soil moisture sensor. This here is a soil moisture sensor. This is a sunlight sensor. And this here is a temperature sensor. All of it connected through an ESP32 module. Okay, now let's connect the sensor to our app. I'll put the soil moisture sensor into the soil. Okay, now we have 3 different ways of connecting the sensor. Let's select nearby devices and connect it via Bluetooth. Okay, let's wait for our device to show up here. Okay, we can see our device, we'll select that. Wait for it to connect. Try again. Okay, it'll connect, don't worry. Okay, so each sensor comes with a QR on it that you can just use to connect. I think we're having some network. Go back. Connect the sensor. You just scan this QR and we can connect the sensor directly. Now we can assign it to any one of our plants. Okay, now we can see we're getting live readings directly onto the plant. Now, if I remove the sensor, you'll see the moisture drop down to 0. Give it a few seconds, so it's sending the readings every 3 seconds. Okay, now the moisture dropped down to 0. Your app immediately sends you a notification that your plant needs more water. Now, when we add some water to the plant, the notification will go away. And same with sunlight and temperature. Your plant tells you exactly what it needs, no more guessing. Now you know how to identify a plant, you know how to take care of a plant. But what if you don't know what plant to grow? Semina has an AI plant suggestions feature that you can use to select what plants you should grow based on your experience and environment. We simply go to My Plants, go to Add a Plant, select the AI plant suggestions feature. Now we enter some information such as what kind of plant you want to grow, let's say a fruit. growth location, how much sunlight we get, climate, how much time commitment, and our goals. Now, based on the questions we just answered, Semina recommends us plants that we can grow. So here are some of the plants that we can grow. Now, it also tells us how difficult the plant is to grow and how much time we need to grow it. Now let's add strawberry to our plants. Okay, it has been added. Go to my plants. Okay, strawberry has been added. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I buy clothes, I like to try them first. Similarly, Semina has a built-in AR feature that you can use to preview plants in your space even before you grow them. We simply go to my plants, add a plant, go to the AR feature, select the plant that you want to preview, let's say a rose. Okay, give it a few seconds. Now I can either put the plant on the floor or on a table. So here, I can increase the size. I can increase the size or decrease the size. I can click a picture if I wanted to. Can I get a picture with the plant?
Of course.
Thank you. Here's a rose for you. Now, when you start growing plants, it becomes really important that you track how you're taking care of them. We all say we remember when we last watered our plants, but trust me, we don't. I don't even remember the last time I had water. That's where Semina's logbook comes in. We simply go to the logbook, select the plant that you want to track. It saves information such as watering, fertilizer, plant age, and its entire care history. Now let's add an entry here. Click on Add Logs. So we are using AI here to recommend how much water and fertilizer we should add. We can add any notes if we wanted to, and we can upload a picture. Save entry. Now we can see we have one entry here and last water today. If I go to the log history, I can see the entire plant journey, how it was cared for over time. So you don't forget anything, and everything is tracked under one place. Now, even with all of this, sometimes we still may have questions. For example, does anybody know what kind of fertilizer goes into this plant? No, right? That's where Semina's AI assistant comes in. We go to the AI assistant and we ask our question. What kind of fertilizer does my plant need? Now, it'll give you a simple answer based on your plants, no more going on the internet and getting confused. Okay, so my plant needs 30 ml fertilizer every 30 days. Make sure it's a balanced and water-soluble fertilizer. I had no idea, but I know what to look for now. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of different people here from different parts of the world. So Semina supports over 30 languages, so you can use it in the language you're most comfortable in. Thanks to Semina, your plants can actually live. Thank you. Now Gaurav will dive into the tech stack.
Thank you, Buddhi. If I talk about the tech stack, Semina tech stack is simple, robust, and scalable. For the front end, we used React Native and the Expo to keep the iOS and the Android database on a common place. We also use TypeScript and the Tailwind CSS for the styling. In the backend, we utilize Supabase for the PostgreSQL supports and also it is a common place to act most of the tasks like edge functioning, APIs handling, and all. We also use Node.js and the server APIs. We also keep in mind to keep the user security our first priority. So for that, we use JWT-based authentication sessions. For the services in backend, we used OpenAPI for a model for the logbook AI suggestions, chatbot AI, and the trending plans. To make our language barrier successful, we are using DeepL API to make it simple for the user. For the AR modeling, we are using Quick Look and also Google Vision for the light for the Android to make it possible. On the designing side, we are using Figma, Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and the Blender. We handle our project management using Slack, Jira, and the GitHub. Next, I would request Shubham to take care of.
Hi everyone, I am Shubham Mani, the UX UI designer, and I will go through the branding of our app Semina. For the logo, we have chosen the leaf-inspired symbol to create a direct connection with the nature, plant and growth, which also reflects the main purpose of our app. For the color palette, we choose green as it gives the interface more fresh and appealing look. For the typography, we choose letter throughout the app because it is simple, clear and readable even on the small screen size. In our design system, we created a specific icons to help the user quickly recognize the important actions and features without relying on the text. The button and the selection states are clearly designed so the user know what to tap, what is selected and how to move throughout the app. Overall, our main aim is to make the user experience more smoother and intuitive.
Semina is not done until yet. We are also providing some future features in next update. And 4 of them are here. Eco survival mode, AR growth predictor, and other as well. We keep in mind to expand our application with the business model as well. So for that, we have 3 business models as of now. Our business model keep the fields of the freemium plan, premium and the pro plan. I would like our jury to scan our QR code later to see our business model. Beyond this successful product, we have a team of 11 people. On the designing side, I have Rakaran as a lead designer, along with Navi, Usman, Shubham, Sahil, and Van. And on the developer side, me as a lead developer, Shubham, Manmeet, Gurdeep, and Neil Surani. Thank you guys.
Very well done. It's a very useful app and also very feature-packed. From IoT sensors to using VR to internationalization and also obviously AI. So tremendous job to do in 13 weeks for me. It's amazing. Yeah, it's very good app to use. And the only thing I was a little bit not clear is that the notifications or all the information were kind of given the same level of importance, whereas I think some things are more important than the other information. Let's say when you're reading the sensor information, you want to show the sensor info, the moisture or the temperature or things like that. I kind of had to find it, in the UI, whereas those are probably more important to be highlighted somehow. I don't know. That's again, I'm not a designer, but I felt that there's a lot of info there, but they're all put in the same level, where it probably could have been a bit more, put some emphasis on things that are more important for the user. Over the alerts, for example, when there's no water, I didn't see anything pop up on the screen. It was just a notification on the top, which probably you want to bring it more, visible.
Highlighted.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job, guys. I was really impressed with your demo. I thought the app coming with its own sensor is really cool and almost something that you could highlight a bit more. I would say apart from the information hierarchy within the app and the readability of some of the text, I would say that because your app has so many really cool features related to keeping a plant alive and making sure it's thriving, I would encourage you guys to think about what is like your main selling point for this app. Is it going to be like your sensor? Is it going to be the tracking? Yeah.
Actually, we have mentioned in our business model, our selling point is sensor, and it is main focus because we are selling our sensor with the application. So this kit is providing this Semina, and it has the business plans. So that's how we will earn money with this product.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's just what I was thinking as you were going through the app with the demo. If the sensor part is like your main focus for the app, maybe adding a little bit more of like visual hierarchy to that, and in the onboarding, bringing them in and showing them, okay, here's your sensor, here's what we can do to keep track of your plant to make it healthy, and then here are all the extra things on the side. Just adding a little bit more weight to that one.
Sure.
But good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, completely. I echo what Taya said. I think that the information hierarchy could definitely use a bit of work. Use color more. There was a lot of information there and it all looked the same. So using some of those colors, bringing like an unexpected color into your brand would really elevate it a bit and differentiate it from other plan apps because they're all green. It looked like you had 2 different font styles for your logo, but you only used one font for your entire brand. So I would really encourage you to think about one of those 2 logo fonts as being your heading font and bring that in to help you differentiate those pieces of your app as well. Because I think there's a lot of opportunity to push that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think important to remember that not all plants are green. So having the accent colors, I think, can certainly go a long way. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's nice to see the growth.
All right, thank you so much. Now we would like to ask Guardian to come to stage, please.
Hello everyone, thank you all for coming here today. We are Tired Raccoons and this is our application Guardian. Guardian helps visually impaired individuals move safely and independently using real-time spatial awareness. Throughout our research, we find out 95% of the people who became blind later in life, and 70% of them are over the age of 50. Now I want you to imagine a generation that didn't grow up with smartphones, now relying on this black mirror, and they can't even see the right buttons on. And of course, there are many accessibility apps and systems, but it takes an average 8 to 20 months of intensive learning just to be able to navigate their phone or their application. With Guardian, we want to reduce that number to 10 minutes. We offer Scene Describer, where AI actually describes your surroundings, and with Find Object, you can locate your items. And with ClearPath, we created digital walking corridor, so you can identify obstacles before your cane actually touches them. And with smart reminders, you no longer have to depend on your vision to remember what to buy all the way back. And with Guardian SOS, you can trigger an SOS call to your selected contacts with a single action button movement on your phone. Or if you have an Apple Watch, with the action button of your Apple Watch, or you can trigger it within the Guardian app. We designed this with the self-guided use in mind. As you can see, there are a variety of visual impairment. And while we designing Guardian, we thought every single one of them in mind. We started by dividing the screen into 2 pieces. Top side is the button, and the bottom blue side is the second button. We reduce the cognitive load per page for our users. And also, we make sure the margin of error while clicking on buttons are reduced. What you see in the middle is actually a navigation wheel, not the button itself. We use off-white instead of pure white to reduce the glare effect on many of our users, and navy blue to make sure to have a high contrast for many visually impaired. And also we make sure you never rely on different colors to identify which option you're going to select. That's why we only went to one primary color, which is the blue. So you never have to rely on either yes or green or no for red, for example. Well, Guardian will tell you where you are. And all you have to do is a simple gesture of up and
Settings.
down. Anywhere in the screen will work. And if you want to hear more about the certain section, all you have to do is double tap the top side.
Settings. Manage emergency contacts and account session.
Or double tap the bottom side to actually enter the section.
You're now on the settings screen. Here you can edit your emergency contacts, or log out. Double tap the bottom to edit your emergency contacts, or double tap the top to log out. If you ever want to go back, simply cover your front camera to return to the previous page.
Even though we stayed true to the Apple's voiceover, we actually implemented a perspective change for our users. So you know what to expect of the screen before you started to navigating it, and you will know exactly which actions we can take on that screen. And we reduce the actions to only 2 to reduce the cognitive load per page. And one of the other things that we find out, many users, almost all of them, change the go back gesture, which is a zigzag in VoiceOver, because it's really hard to make it proportionally correct if you cannot see the screen. So they change it into something else. For that, we make this change. All you have to do is actually all you have to do is that this is a tactile new solution to move back. All you have to do is just cover the front camera of your screen, and Guardian will take you back. It's a tactile and physical movement that everyone can replicate very easily and do it right on the first time. Now, Naomi and Simi, our developers, will demonstrate our demo in further detail.
Find object.
Now imagine you wake up one day and you reach out for your phone and you're checking the time or a message, but you cannot actually see what's on the screen and you cannot even identify what your surroundings are.
It's a little bit depressing. So even though I'm in my house, I cannot tell exactly where I am. But now I have a guardian. So all what I can do is ask. So this time I'm going to use feature Scene Describer.
Scene Describer.
Okay, I'm going to double tap on the bottom.
Welcome to Scene Describer. I will describe your surroundings. Say Guardian start to give a command or ask for details. Say Guardian stop to interrupt. You can also quickly double tap the screen anytime to start or pause. Scene Describer is ready. Double tap or say Guardian start to start.
Guardian start. Well, I'm going to double tap. Okay, can you tell me where I am? Seems like it's
Describing the environment. I'm focusing on painting a picture based on the image. Glossy parquet floor gives way to carpet, then seating. I've noted the access panel cut up near the carpet transition, adding detail. The people facing away confirm it's a large room, likely an auditorium or lecture space. I'm building this description for the user, defining the scenario. I've crafted a concise reason.
I feel like I'm on the stage and the people are watching at me. Oh no, it's terrible. It's giving me the heart attack. I need to take a seat.
Well,
Scene
since
Describer.
you start to make a mental model of your surroundings, you continue your day, you pat your cat, and then you decided to go for a walk. And you want to stay hydrated, so you look for your water bottle.
Oh, I forgot where I put water bottle last night. Again, I have to find it. So, but I know all what I have to do is ask again. So this time I'm going to use find object feature.
Clear path. Smart reminders. Clear path. Scene Describer. Find object.
Okay, again I'm going to double tap on the bottom.
You're now on the Find Object screen, where your camera fills most of the view. Just say the object you want to find and Guardian will start searching. When it spots your object, it will be framed on your screen and you'll hear guidance like a clock, direction and distance. Let's start searching together. When you find the object you're looking for, say found it or cancel search. Anytime you want to hear the direction and distance again, just double tap the screen. If you haven't found it yet, we'll keep looking together.
Find my water bottle. Oh.
At 1 o'clock, 1.8 meters.
Wait, 1 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock, 1.8 meters. At 12 o'clock, 1.7 meters. At 1 o'clock, 1.8 meters.
Well,
Research cancel.
Guardian uses anchoring technology, so even the item actually leaves your screen, your camera, it will continue to locate it and guide you towards it. And also we use special audio for if you have an AirPod, it will actually guide you towards it with the 3D sounding. And now, since you're ready to walk outside, you open ClearPath. You open the ClearPath. ClearPath detects objects and obstacles ahead of you as a corridor which is 70 centimeters wide and 150 meters tall. And this is important because your cane can only detect what's directly in front of you, but ClearPath creates a walkable corridor before you even get close to the obstacle.
Please call me if I'm going to. Oh, what a lovely day. Let's take a walk outside. Maybe I should get a second hand.
Scene describer.
For Guardian.
Clear path.
Yeah.
Clear path on.
I love this feature. This feature is just silent and it is just giving me vibrations when I'm walking. When the obstacle is getting close, the vibration is going to be like getting stronger. You, where are you? Okay. All right. There's something here.
Thankfully, you stop right on time. And as you walk back to home, you realize you forgot to buy treats for Nando, your fur baby. And in order to not repeat that mistake again, you decided to give a smart reminder to yourself.
Oh no, I forgot to buy food for Nando. Nando is going to scratch all over me. To be safe next time, maybe I should set a reminder on Guardian.
Smart reminders.
Yeah, this one.
You're now on the Smart Reminders page. You have one reminder saved. There's a wheel in the middle of the screen. Right now Add New is selected. Double tap the button to add a reminder or turn the wheel to browse your reminder titles. When you hear the one you want, double tap the button to open it for listening or editing. If you ever want to go back, simply cover your front camera to return to the previous page. First, we will create a title for your reminder. Go ahead and say it into the microphone when you are ready. If you ever want to go back, simply cover your front camera to return to the previous page.
Cat food.
Is your title cat food? To confirm, double tap anywhere on the screen, or cover your front camera to return to the previous page and try again. Next, you can add a note to your reminder. For instance, you might add a grocery list. If you ever want to go back, simply cover your front camera to return to the previous page.
Buy cat food for Nando.
I've added buy cat food for Nando. If that looks right, double tap anywhere to next. Let's pick a location for your reminder. Go ahead and say it when you're ready. Whenever you're close to that place, Guardian will remind you about this note. If you ever want to go back, simply cover your front camera to return to the previous page.
London drugs.
Patients in drugs. Address 1, 525 W Broadway, Vancouver. Address 2, 2230 W Broadway, Vancouver. Which one would you like to use for your reminder? If none of these locations is correct, cover your front camera to return to the previous page.
The first one.
You've chosen 525 W Broadway, Vancouver. If that's correct, double tap anywhere to confirm. If not, all set. Your reminder is saved. Guardian is always here for you, taking you back home now.
And as you walk, like something is wrong. Maybe a panic attack is coming and you want help immediately.
I don't feel very well. I think I'm a little stressed. My heart is just beating like crazy. Is there anybody around? Oh, I'm all alone. Maybe I can take a seat here and send send the SOS to Neil, so she is going to be aware of my situation.
SOS.
Maybe this time I am going to trigger this with my action button.
Emergency. Emergency alert sent. Emergency call made. SMS sent to your contacts. Help is on the way.
Guardian emergency alert. Semi checking has triggered an SOS emergency and is seeking immediate help. Location, Robson Square, Ice Rink, Robson Street. Current time, April 9th, 2026, 7:45 p.m. Vital signs from Apple Watch. Heart rate, 108 beats per minute. Blood oxygen, 98%. Medical information, allergies, none reported. Medical conditions, none reported. Current medications, none reported.
Well, Guardian will also share your medical information if you are wearing your Apple Watch, and we do not keep any private data. It directly goes from Apple to Apple. And we also design our sounds utilizing real-world physical sounds to create this familiar, friendly environment, and G major for bright, uplifting characteristic. And we optimize our frequencies to match all mobile speakers. With multi-sensory feedback of Guardian, you never have to rely on vision. For example, we are unable to show it right now, but if you double tap the top side of your screen or button, it gives a different haptic feedback than the bottom side, which creates a mental model to our users to learn very fastly, very easily. And if you navigate through one side to the other, it also gives a certain vibration, so you know you're either the top side or the bottom side. And for technology stack, our developer Abubakar will present it.
Thank you, Neil. Now I'm going to give you an overview of our tech stack. On the development side, for backend, we use Java and Swift, while for front end, we use the Swift UI and UIKit. With AI, we used Gemini for scene description and Yellow Model for finding objects. On the design side, for visual design, we used Figma and Adobe, while for Logic Pro, we used Sound Design. Guardian is free for all, but of course, to support the cost of visual AI and infrastructure, we aim to collaborate with the sponsors who share our mission of inclusive innovation. We are 11 dedicated team members who worked so hard to bring this idea to life. 5 UI UX designers and 6 full stack developers. If you would like to learn more about our project, please let's talk after this presentation. And also you can scan the QR to access our landing page. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, well done, you guys. I really appreciate the innovative inputs that you guys came up with and implemented for your app to be more accessible, especially for people who may not know, usual input behaviors of like modern smartphones. So I like the way that you were targeting that from the problem that you identified at the beginning of users who take a long time to learn how to use smartphones and usual smartphone behavior. I am interested to know how you would onboard users to these new inputs and navigations. I'm sure there was consideration for that
Actually, the second you start, the way you start is not with registration, it's with the onboarding, but we don't have time to show it here, so we didn't. But it takes about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the user, to learn and to navigate the Guardian, because we use very, like I said, we use very low cognitive design. So you have only 2 choices per page. You can do third choice is always just to go back. So it's very easy for anyone, even though not digitally grow, to be able to navigate Guardian.
Thanks. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what that full onboarding process looks like. But yeah, like I said, I liked all the different situations that you considered for accessibility for visually impaired. So great job.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very wonderful app. It's an example of thinking outside the box. So you guys really chose a clever way of using the smartphone screen and all the even the outside the screen for navigation, which is very good. It's definitely much harder to implement an app when you are trying to limit the use of the space. But obviously that's your target audience. That's the main reason for it. Overall, yeah, it's very amazing, and I'm pretty sure that it's very well thought, as you guys described the detail about even the voice that you guys chose and all the frequencies. The one thing I want to know is that so when the user is navigating and going through every step, the screen reader or that voiceover keep talking. Is there a way to kind of cancel that, or is it every time has to read all the text, all the?
Actually, if you go to settings, you can make some alterations. The original version, the first one with the onboarding, has a longer voiceover. With double tap, you can just ignore the voiceover if you want. We don't want to turn it off completely, but you can use the shortened version later.
Very nice. And the other question I have is the reminder that you set, was it like a location based or time based?
It is
location based.
Location based. You need to be within the 100 meters radius of the location. So every 3 minutes, our application is sending our current location to Java. So we don't store anything at the backend. So everything other than the Gemini is happening in our smartphone. We turned YOLO model to MLX format, which is native on iOS. So it drains less battery and more performance. Anyways. Java is just checking, and if it is 100 meters around the location, it is turning true. So we will have a notification.
It will vibrate or just?
There will be sound notification. Yes,
nice.
you will be hearing
Nice.
voice
Thank
over.
you. Perfect. Thank you.
Overall, I think this is pretty incredible, and I think that this is definitely worth doing and selling. I don't know how you would market this. It would be very challenging. I only have one comment. It's that your in-app font has double story characters and a curved terminal. And those things inherently are less accessible. So if you pick a font that has a simpler, like A character, for example, or simpler terminals on the characters, I think you'd go even further.
We use Atkinson hyperlegible font. I wasn't able to go into that because we didn't have much time. But that's we also use 20% kerning to make the
yeah, I noticed that for sure.
And also make it minimum 48 fonts to have the large view. And also we choose Atkinson because you cannot, you don't confuse with 0 and O or L with 1. So those type of things we choose Atkinson, but I do understand
totally.
Meaning also we refuse to use all caps even though many places suggest. it is not very legible.
I agree with that. Thank you.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but I can see this team definitely going places. Great job, everybody. Good stuff. Very, very good. Yeah. So I'm going to ask the panelists just to come with me for a quick little huddle. And in the meantime, Binazir and Josue are going to entertain you with a K-pop choreographed dance. Oh, did we cancel that? Oh, okay. Sorry, they'll do some jokes and stuff. Okay, here we go.
Wonderful. Yeah, I cannot say enough how much I was amazed about each application you guys present. That was the best showcase I've ever seen in Capstone. Yeah. Thank you so much. I just enjoyed it since the beginning. I was sitting there and I was kind of sometimes nervous that some application might not work because of internet issue or any other things there, but you guys made it. Thank you so much. I love it. I'm truly so proud of you guys. You made it to the end, and in the first earliest stage of your career, you are experiencing these difficult ideas. And now, let's hear it from audience. Panelists are out just to take their decision who's gonna be the best of the show, and I'm so excited to know as well. It's really challenging, by the way. I don't know about you, but to me, I can't choose anyone, so I can say everyone. Thank you so much. So, what I will do, I will name the app, and I will ask you to just make a huge shout out for the app that you like the most. And we will announce one winner from the audience. You guys ready? Yeah. All right, we're going to start exactly like the order that we have. Ready? Okay, Reano. Ready for the next? Aura! Yeah! OMG, alright. Wow. Third one. Ready? Semina! No way. It's just amazing. Alright. And Guardian.
Guardian was the loudest.
Oh, all right. So Tyler has a system. I don't know how, but he has something. I don't know that. I'm not familiar. All right. Okay. It seems that Guardian is the audience choice. Thank you so much. You can scan the QR code of each application, and also at the end of their landing page, you can see each team member, and you can get connected with them on LinkedIn for sure. I know 15 minutes for each project was a very short limit of time, that they couldn't explain everything in detail. If you have any questions regarding anything design development, just feel free to ask after the presentation's over. And the last thing, not least, I would like to mention is that Reano College is launching another program right away, and this program is under creative arts, and this is a part of design formation, and it's called Digital Media and Design, short for DG&D, and it's kind of similar to web and mobile design and development, and mostly heavy on the design part. They're working on the UX UI and creating some also web technology. Luckily, we have Dave, their coordinator here, so we will ask him if you want to just come to stage and talk a bit about the applications and how they can join. Thank you.
Cool, that's a large crowd. I mean, it's from a small classroom. Yeah, yeah, we do have a new program, 2 years diploma, so it's not a post-degree, but it's open to everybody. And it's 2 years with an option to do it into 16 months if you do it in 4 consecutive terms. So it's built quite flexible, with a flexible schedule, and it's open to all. There's no portfolio, so anybody with grade 12 English can apply. And yeah, what else? It focuses on UX design, front end, so we talk about coding in the right way for design purposes, UX, UI, and AI integration along the as well. So that's kind of a successor, follow-up to Web and Mobile. And it's built to expand, and because we're in the launching phase, or we just went through the first term now, it will evolve, and we do have a plan for the future, so we'll keep working on it. Other than that, it's open for domestic and international students. And what else? Did I forget something? I think that's kind of the main notes. We do have and Tyler, and yeah, AI is part of most of the courses when we're allowed to, because we still need to learn the basics like coding. So we're learning the good old ways to do it ourselves, but as soon as possible we're starting integrating AI and working with AI. In the design, in the research, in the UX, all the steps, we are heavily integrating AI for us. Cool.
Yeah, thank you. While panelists are making their decision to win the best of the show, I would like to add a few more words. There are some proposals on the table outside the room. Please take a look at them. You can see the design practices they use, the development side, what kind of technology they use. I know some of you are so curious. And please take a look. Well, do not take them. These are just for students. I'm sorry that every time we have to announce that. Just you can take a picture and you can just get familiar with each application, what is behind the scenes. And believe it or not, they just did it in 13 weeks. And this is so amazing. And thank you so much. I will wait for a few more minutes for our panelists to come and just tell us about the winner. Yeah.
I want to just interrupt here, and I just want to say again how proud I am of all the teams here, and even the teams like in third term that are going to come to fourth term. Now you guys see what you're up to. So this is what you're up against. So make sure that you get creative, think outside the box, and definitely push yourselves to do the best app for next semester. On another note, I'd like to say that, yes, the program's changing. As you can see, we're talking about this future program. And but I do want to say that someone who's been here from the very beginning, like I mentioned, Kevin McMillan was the first instructor in the program many years ago. I was the second. And the one thing that him and I have always talked about is how wonderful it is that we work with so many students from so many countries. I've learned how to say good morning in so many languages, and it's awesome because of that. And on a personal note, it's crazy how the rest of the world is fighting with each other, and yet right here, we all are united and we're working together as teams, making wonderful, creative things. So I hope that you guys all, in the future, you think about that. You have this creativity to design, to develop, and to then create good things, because it's like we really, as individuals and as groups, we have a voice and we can create beautiful things and change lives just with our applications. So I think our panelist is coming right now. Thank you guys, and we're going to wait to hear these.
All right, so it was a very heated debate in that room. There was a lot of fighting, yelling. I think Reza threw a table. I never thought that in all my years, I'm like, that guy's so calm in the meetings and kind of reserved. And then just, he was like, no, this table, gotta go. I gotta get my word in here. And Taya, I mean, it seems really sweet, but she was like, my vote, yeah. So it was a bit of a debate because it took us a little bit longer than I think that Josue was hoping for. But the reality was that we kind of talked through all of the projects, and the challenge was they kept kind of swinging back and forth. So it was sort of like, oh, okay, well, I think maybe it's this one, and then we would talk about another one and be like, oh gosh, maybe it's that one then. And then it kind of swung back and forth a few times. And what I didn't really have much to do in the decision. They made the decision ultimately. But, you know, in the end scheme of things, I just wanted to say that where the edge, I think, came in, one of the panelists in the room said, well, my perspective is that in this case, in a world of millions of apps, there's an app for everything. They somehow found something that doesn't really seem to exist and could really be in market. And they were really impressed with that. And then there was a bit of conversation about like, it's actually kind of surprising Apple hasn't built that. Like, it seems like something they could totally do. And that kind of led down the road of like, well, maybe that's the edge point right there. So then we picked up the tables and everybody said sorry and we hugged it out. And ultimately, the decision was made. And if I can get a drum roll, I know Tyler's really good at drum rolls. Yeah, perfect, there we go, yeah. The best in show for this evening's event is Guardian! So congratulations to the Guardian team. I believe Josue and Benazir have some things to give to you and probably some words to say, so I'll leave it over to them. Congratulations. I guess I will say very quickly, so all that was to say that the other teams also did very, very good jobs, and it was commented on that in the room as well, so that was why there was a fight. So, over to you.
Since the beginning, I was working with different capstone projects in different semesters, and every time we have a project that in the beginning of the idea, once they tell me, I have this idea, and then I would say, wow. And that moment, once this team bring the idea and then they told me, we want to do it something like this, and I told them, wow, let's do it. And that's why I think they really deserve it. They worked hard together to just make it, and hoping the best and wishing the best for Guardian team. Thank you.
And congratulations, you all win marks. Oh, sure. Okay. So I guess with that, I'm being told by Josue that ends the evening. He told me I'm not allowed to tell any more jokes. So that's unfortunate. Tyler's You can tell I've known him for like 17 years, and Tyler's like, yeah, that's great, get off. So I want to thank everybody. As usual, I know that Benazir already did this and did an amazing job in her opening presentation. I know we also wanted to hear some more jokes from Jose, but he's like, so I want to, of course, thank the instructors. I want to congratulate all of the students. I think that the reality is, no matter what, you guys did incredible work in what is relatively a short amount of time. I will actually help by quoting, I know that some of you were here for this quote, but we all have an industry friend named Chris Hobbs who recently sold Triple T Studios. Great guy, him and his brother built that company, and Chris used to join us usually at least once a year for the last several years. And I will always remember something that he said, which is, you know, he owned Triple T Studios with his brother for, I think, almost 20 years, I think. And he would always say, every time he was here, that he has teams that work on similar projects for a year or two and doesn't even get as close to completion as what you guys did. So it says a lot in your fortitude, your capabilities, and probably your futures in industry. So congratulations and well done. So way to go. Have a good evening. Thank you to everybody.